If you're not ready to commit to a gym membership or put money down for a local race, what you can do is come to Cardinal Greenways, which are open year-round to runners, walkers, and bikers. And you've already invested your tax money.
Fees as low as $2 are being added to students' Bursar accounts. And really, that's just pocket change. But it's wiping out students' plans to graduate on time.
One of the main issues concerning students isn't the snow, but the slippery sheet of ice that's underneath it.
Thousands of cars drive by exit 41 on I-69 every day, but somehow, no one noticed this car in a ravine between the north and southbound lanes. The car belongs to 26-year-old Jason Abbott of Middletown, who was last seen in Marion last Saturday. His fiancée reported him missing Sunday evening.
Police say Abbott drove off I-69 near mile marker 41 after hitting a grassy median. The car then drove off the interstate into a creek nearly 25 feet below.
State police say a passing motorist found Abbott injured and wandering around the highway early today and took him to this convenience store near exit 41. Middletown Chief of Police Randy Ray.
From what I understand from Delaware County's reports is he was taken immediately to the hospital.
Abbott's step-grandfather, Philip Warren, visited him at Ball Memorial Hospital.
Well, he's got some injuries. He's got some broken bones. They're talking about some surgery.
But from what I've seen at the scene, there's really no telltale signs of what may have happened. There's no marks or anything that he may have struck anything on the road or anything like that. So at this point, it's too early in the investigation to determine what exactly did transpire.
I just feel really, really, really good, and I think he's going to recover really, really well.
For NewsLink Indiana, Kayla Moody in Muncie. Ball State student Brandon Scott normally travels through campus with ease, but today his route to class is a struggle with nature.
Being in a wheelchair, it was extra hard getting around outside today, with both the possibility of getting stuck. Earlier this morning going to class, my wheelchair was completely sideways outside of Bracken. So the possibility of getting bounced out of my wheelchair by the bumps from the ice, it was very unsafe. And I saw several people fall today. And
Scott was among many students who disagreed with the university's decision to not cancel classes today. Tony Proudfoot explained the university's choice.
Sort of our overarching philosophy is if we can get the sidewalks and the roads passable, then we generally try to remain open.
An appeal process does exist for students who feel their safety would be jeopardized by attending class. Scott says his safety getting to class isn't his only concern in bad weather.
Last night when I took my service dog outside, there was about 4 inches of sleet and ice on the ground, and I couldn't get my wheelchair more than 2 feet away from the door. I ended up having to get out of my chair and walk my dog through the snow.
Although there might not be help available for service companions, Proudfoot says students with disabilities can request transportation to class. However, he was unsure if there would be enough staff to meet the needs if every eligible student took advantage of the services. For NewsLink Indiana, I'm Kayla Moody in Muncie.
I was thinking that way since I was 6 years old.
Okay. I like your totalitarian opinions.
Twins, genetics, molecular, it's ridiculous.
No, I'm saying, but even if that wasn't. Today's students gathered outside the atrium to listen and argue with two protesting evangelists. Jim DeFurio, an open-air evangelist, was one of the two protesters who shared his views with students.
I came here today to communicate the gospel of Jesus Christ. I'm also here today to help remove any obstacles to belief in Christ.
DeFurio's opinions were not heard without criticism.
There's been a few mockers. There's been some heated discussions.
You just told him he's going to hell for being queer. That is dysfunctional.
Really riled up, and so I just can't even resist. Like, I immediately just walk over and I will talk and talk and talk their ear off, because I don't think they're right. I think they're very wrong.
Student Jackson Eflon attended the protest with a message that differed from those of confrontation.
I'm trolling. Kind of trying to lighten the mood, because I feel like if people stand around here too much, they're going to get too inflamed to really listen to each other. I also don't feel that just yelling at them and telling them they're wrong is going to help anything at all.
Although tensions were high, several students accepted the protest.
I think the solution to bad speech is more speech, good speech, hopefully, and I think that you're getting some of that today.
For NewsLink Indiana, Kayla Moody in Muncie.